Is this enough light? Can you guys see me okay? I realize I think I have a couple lights off right now. Hope everyone's doing well. Guys, we got three packages today if anyone wants to redeem some package openings. But guys, welcome. Thanks for the patience. I know coming in 10 minutes here, but all right. Yo, Hammer Brother, Triggity, Sinvac, everybody welcome. Hey, shouts out Seribot for coming in like several minutes late too. All right. Okay, so okay, there we go. Package redemptions, right on cue. All right, let me grab them here. You know what I need? I need a cough drop. I'll be back for a second. Is there any keyboards? You know, I was thinking about that, like, before stream. I was just like, no, I'm not going to put any in. Just right away. Right away, I get questioned about it. What I'll typically do is, so there's two slots there, which means I could have even just put at least one, right? But I didn't even do that. But usually what I'll do is I'll put one keyboard, like the keyboard that I'm currently using. Sometimes I need a clear space. So this is what I'm using. Sometimes I need a clear space. And so I'll throw the keyboard on my desk on the stand behind me. But I don't know, it was just like I was tidying up beforehand. And yeah. I put away the keyboards that were there. I had some boxes on there from before. Like, they weren't even keyboards, just like thin boxes. So I put those away, and then I never... JCZ! JCZ! Welcome back. That looks clean. Thank you. And this is a Falcon, Matrix Falcon, taupe ray that we built last time around. Okay, so one quick thing that I want to be able to show you guys. Sometimes this, I'll unplug this. ATX KB Live Oak. Oh my god, dude, it's so crazy. Like, all within like the last like couple weeks, or maybe even just week. It's like there are like 3 different like custom HHKB housings that just kind of came in. Or just like were announced. So Avia 2022 is supposed to be like up for buy this month. S60 is up, and then the Live Oak, I think they just placed an order, but they got the in-stock raffle whenever it delivers to the ATX KB guy, which I guess will be in like in October or something. But anyways, so here's something. I don't know if this is a Falcon issue or I don't know if this is an issue with the Falcon. I don't think it is. This might be an issue with the sliders or the housings, or it could be an issue with cherry profile caps, or it could be CRP. But sometimes this enter key just kind of like locks down, and I'm not quite sure why, but I find it kind of bizarre. Y'all see that? And like sometimes it just like takes a nice little tap, and it only happens on one side. So long as I don't like hit super hard or weirdly on the left side, it's mostly fine. Also, another thing too is that like this clacks super hard, like plastic on plastic for some reason. So I'm guessing it's got to be like the holes I drilled in the housings, but I'm not sure. Everything else, every other key, including all the other modifiers, sound perfectly fine, but this enter key is really weird, and I just had to wonder if it was due to it being like a stabilized key on this profile. Kind of weird. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like at some point I gotta like try to work to fix it. So we could have a Matrix Falcon Topre Part 4. Peter Poppins, welcome back. All right, got 3 packages to open tonight. Hammer Brother redeemed the first, Peter Poppins with the next 2. But yeah, dude, Live Oak, S60, Avia, I'm trying to get in on all of them. I was even possibly debating getting in on 2 Avias. But I'm not sure. I'm just really not sure. I really want a Live Oak. So, okay, let me pause. I really wanted a silver HHKB housing. And the first time like that I'd seen the Asmode. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. 11 months of your continued support. I appreciate it. But yeah, I've really wanted a silver HHKB housing. Alex! Great to have you here. Welcome. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. Guys, we're like super close to 1,000 followers. We're like so close. All right. Also, by the way, I don't know if anyone caught the quick announcement, but once we hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to run a subathon or something subathon like. So I got a bunch of goodies to give out. Okay, so the thing about the ATX KB is that I don't want a 60 or a HHKB, but now I do. All right. Yeah, okay. I've always wanted a silver HHKB housing. Avia was the first time that I'd seen something that looks like really, really close to what I want. I do have the Veracity Heavy Grail, but obviously, like when it comes to Norbauer stuff, it looks like that stuff is like pretty different, right? Like, I mean, it's just like it's got the chunky bezels and everything. So I don't know, like that really counts. I'm looking for a silver alu housing. So Avia, I think, is supposed to be offering that on this July buy, but then they're also offering like a pink alu and then like 2 different polycarb options, one of which is pink also. And I'm just like, dude, every single one of those options looks really good. So I'm just like, fuck, am I gonna get 2? And even then, which 2 would I choose? I don't know if I will though. But then I saw like the Live Oaks, and then like I saw that there's like silver offerings on the Live Oak, and I'm like, damn. Meanwhile, the S60 that just went up on Rebuilt, they have a navy option. So I'm just like, oh, dude, crazy. But anyways, all right, we got some packages to open. All right. Okay, here we go. First one up, I'm trying not to dox. So it won't be under the cam. Having trouble opening this. Pink PC sounds sick. It really does, man. Oh, man. All right. So, our first package is a 25-foot, really thick HDMI like sleeved cable. Okay, so my plan is, you'll see behind me, I got this guy right here. So this right here is like, it's a camera arm. It's kind of like a monitor arm, but for cameras. And I'm trying to, I just got my Nikon Z60, and I'm thinking of moving this guy over there and then routing a cable all the way to my capture card around, which is about 24 feet from that point, into my streaming PC. And then replacing this guy with the Z62. So had to get this this cable, and I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys want to watch me try to figure that out tonight, but I think I'll probably just do this off stream. Okay, so that's our first package. Next up, we got package 2 of 3. Oh wow, I didn't realize I bought a lot. We got 4 sets of TX stabilizers. I think 2 of them. It's like the 2 different colors, but okay, here we go. 2 of them are black and 2 of them are white. But we're actually okay. So here's the interesting thing about this. I was gifted some TX stabilizers from All Hex a little bit, like a little while back, and I still haven't used them to this point. And I was thinking of using them on today's build. I feel like I've been procrastinating on using any of them at all. But here's the one that All Hex gifted me, and we'll use these tonight. I guess they had a design revision on the packaging. Like, I don't know, they turned it from yellow to orange, I guess. Okay. So that's our 3rd package. And then finally, package number 3 of 3 tonight. This one's interesting. As mode, if you're still out there, I think you may enjoy this. Anyone know what this is? It's made in France. The one on the right is either R1 or R2. Yeah, I think the yellow one has to be the older one. Not sure if anyone can guess what this is, but is it underpants? No, this is Donda. This is the Donda 4LP. And I'm reminded that the album cover for Donda was just all black. All right, so there you have it. Quick set of packages tonight. Appreciate y'all. All right, so I guess we could just get right into the build, right? So let's take a look. Nice packaging. Hey yo, spring roll. Welcome. All right. Really quick, 20 minutes in, and we're going straight into the build, huh? Quicker than usual. All right. So we got a Z60. I don't know if y'all have seen this before. The quarkeys Z60. Let's check this out. We did open this up and take a quick look at it from before. Now this is cool. It's like they included an acrylic plate fork. So adding this to my plate fork collection, I suppose. Here's some gaskets. Some of them are kind of warped a little, but hopefully that's not a big deal. Came with a nice red cable. So a switch puller with a key puller on, or a keycap puller on the other side. A little screwdriver. We got looks like some screws. FR4 plate I think is already screwed in there, but let's pull this off and see. So for those unfamiliar with the Z60 Evolve, what was really interesting about this board, and I think we're starting to see boards that kind of look like this. I don't think this is like totally unique, totally 100% unique at this point, because I think there might be another board or two out there that's doing this. But so the layout, the actual top is kind of interchangeable. Here you can kind of see there's just these gaps, and that's because the press bars at both the bottom and the top, including the top, I think the top is just for cosmetics, but the bottom here, you can change this out to win key or win keyless. So in addition to that, you can also get it in other materials. So I managed to also snag for myself the brass upgrade, which is here. So my thought is I actually might want to do the red bottom, but then a brass top. I don't know what you guys think of that. Oh, I might be out of focus here, aren't I? Brass is always the way. Now, here's another quick thing I literally have just noticed. I think there might be a little bit of damage to it. Check this out. I don't think I noticed it when I last opened it up, but it looks as though the red press bar, luckily the press bar, might have a little damage that I hadn't noticed before. I just noticed it right now. So what does that mean? That means that, one, I could deal with it. Two is I could go and make a big fuss and say like, hey, you sent me something damaged. Another thing is I could just use the bottom brass press bar, at least for tonight. Or, you know, again, I can just like continue buying like, you know, other press bars because I think it's still in stock. So bunch of different options, but unfortunate that it's damaged, but I don't know. We'll deal with it separately. Like, I'm not stressing too hard about it, just given the situation we're in and just kind of in general. Ruined giveaway time. All right. So there we have it. This is what this looks like. All right. So it looks like there's some case foam inside, and it looks like really stiff case foam. I think it's case foam, but let's open this up and sort of see what this looks like. Also, I did catch some messages. I think there's some messages I missed. Let's see. Seems like R3 has color-coded logos that indicate it's WinKey or WinKey 1.6 or 1.2. The 1.2 ones I think are purple, and the 1.6 are yellows. I see. Oh, you picked vinyl. Oh, my bad. I missed that. Hey, Triggity, thanks so much for reminding me. I might have missed that notification. I feel like I need like an alert for that. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this random item, and here's where we have landed. I hope this shows up. There we go. Biba Doobie. I feel like she pronounces her name differently, and I found it to be different than what I always expected, because I actually seen her live once, and then I just don't remember how she actually pronounced it. You know what else is really stiff? Titanium. Guardian Angel 789, welcome back. All right. It's near the end here, because I think I did buy this a little bit more recently. Just don't really remember how recent. Ah, here we go. Hey, yo, you a Biba Doobie enjoyer? I saw her open up for Claro in San Francisco in 2019. Yeah, she's chill. Mango like listening to a lot of stuff, kind of poggers. Alright, so here's Biba Doobie patched up, but it also looks like it was actually like I don't know, like I don't know if this is 2LP. We'll find out. But it came with Loveworm patched up. You can see here. It's like a Loveworm / patched up. Alright, so let's run it. Oh yeah, it is a 2LP. Alright, there it is. And then this one right here is Loveworm, I think. Yep. Alright, so we'll run patched up first. Let's just play both discs. Alrighty. So let me get the current stream music off. Make sure that's all set. Okay, let's get it. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay, so let's open this up and see where we are. Here it is. Smaller? Yep. Gotta find the right bit here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get some trays for these screws and the eventual other stuff I need trays for. Clearly, I'm out of touch with contemporary music. Yeah, no, Biba Doobie's like super young. Perfectly okay. It's hard for me to keep up. I used to be really good. Like I would say like 5-ish years ago, 3 to 5 years ago, I was really good with trying to just like do my homework about like all kinds of music. But I think once the pandemic hit, it became harder to catch up because I no longer had a commute to just like discover new music during. It's like, why do that when I could just be at home and dick around when I could? Oh my god. That's a really long screw. Oh, I wonder if the press bars, like this screws all the way into the other side of the press bar. That must be it. Yeah, I could feel it. This is like coming out. There we go. I was not anticipating that. Did I just lose a screw? Did you guys see that? Where the hell did that screw go? All Hex, welcome. All Hex, I'm gonna be so interesting story here. I became very disconnected at the whole music scene about 10 to 12 years ago. Where's the list of all your vinyl? Hey, yeah, there it is, Cinevec, thank you. So All Hex, I am going to be using the stabilizers, the TX stabilizers that you gifted me a long while back, but also I managed to get my hands on a bunch more. And it looks like they had a box design update. Hey, shouts out All Hex for the donation. I appreciate it. Where the hell? I swear I just lost a screw. 1 second while I try to look for this. Am I crazy? It's not on me. It was here, and then it wasn't. Wonderful. Ah, okay. It fell. Here we go. I mean, it goes hard. Hell yeah. Okay. So those are all at the top. I wonder what the best way is. I mean, should I just be keeping it flush with the table? Okay, so these guys at the bottom are shorter. Okay, there we go. Oh, interesting. All right. Okay, okay. I'm confused. What the hell is this foam? Is this just like... Is this foam just like here just to keep this spaced? Because this doesn't seem like it's practical for anything. Just at a 2.5? I did, I believe. It's been a little while. Did I listen to 2.0? Now you have me wondering if I listened to 2.5. I'm pretty sure I did. Is that the one with compensating? No. Shit, maybe I didn't. Alright, I'm gonna add this to my list. Even if I did. It's the hyper pop. He like completely pivoted directions in his music. Okay, so it looks like we got some case foam, which I'm guessing we will probably pass on. But this right here, I'm largely confused by. I wonder, does anyone here know if there's like instructions on building this? Because again, I'm looking at this like, this doesn't seem useful, but I'm not sure. It's very different. I see. Okay. All right, I don't see anything immediately that shows anything about a build guide. I'm just gonna unscrew this. So it's interesting. There's this, you know, it's funny because we literally had just seen this with the Topre Falcon, but there's like these like 2-screw like standoffs in a bunch of spots, and I'm kind of wondering why. You probably tell from the cover. It does. The cover does look a little bit different. Thank you. I think that N is a typo. Okay. Thanks for saying that, by the way. PCB mount stabilizers are needed. They are not included in the package. Okay, fair, fair. There's a bunch of standoffs between PCB and plate. I wonder, again, how necessary are they? But, I mean, I guess if they're there, we'll just use them. There's a foam, but the cut, like, it's not cut. So, I'm just going to start unscrewing this. We'll just, we'll work our way from there. Maybe I should do it from this side. Can you remove them? I hate standoffs. Why do you hate standoffs? Like, my guess is that they're not necessary, but I'm just like, I find them so unnecessary that, like, why would they have it in the first place? Like, there must be a reason. So I guess I'll do it, but I don't know what the reason is. I'm guessing, like, alignment? Like, you can never go wrong with alignment if you have standoffs like this. But I'm going to do this with the same sort of approach as when we did the Topre Falcon, which is, I think they'll screw into the plate, and then we'll take care of this from the PCB side. They make assembly so rigid and typically make the keys around them sound bad. I see. Try this out. Oh, we've already done that side. Is there one more? Yeah. Oh, wait, I hit them all. Did I? Oh, one last one. Ah, I see. Okay, so there's a bunch of I can see them now. The foam has cuts, so we can turn this into a plate foam that makes more sense, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do this for fun, or I can just keep it intact because I don't think I'll be using the foam anyways. Did I go to the Rich Brian show in 2019? I did. Yeah, that's another thing too, is that I spent like a lot of the last, like, especially from 2017 to 2020, actually maybe 2016, yeah, 2016 to 2020, I spent most of my time going to like live music events, mostly around the Bay Area. Is why I left the hobby in the first place. I was there too, right on. So like any show that you've been to in the last like 6 years, let me know. It's like I wonder if I was there, because it already sounds like we kind of have like a similar taste in music. This, I don't know if it's just me, but something about this. Oh, sorry. Something about this like matrix looks kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys see it like I do, but something about this, like, it just looks interesting. Maybe it's the per key RGB, but it just looks yeah, I don't know what to say. You guys listen to Deerhoof? I have not, but I'll add them to my list. I have a backlog of music that I listen to, and I'm trying to catch up. I think the last 2 years kind of fucked me up, but I'll add a couple of Deerhoof songs to my backlog. Okay. I see. Alrighty. Okay, so we will listen to a lot of Pharrell. Classics. Non-stop. Dude, I grew up on like the Neptunes. My brother was way into it. I was way into it. All like the early 2000s, mid 2000s Neptunes. It's crazy. All right. Greg Sonnier is the best drummer. All right. I'll give him a listen. Okay, so Sinvec. How about we'll go without the standoffs. We'll go without foam. And we'll just proceed from there. We'll act like none of this exists. Okay. So that looks like what we need to do. All right. Get rid of the foam. Throw the foam back in the box or something. Love it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta ask about, I don't know, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad, right? Like, it's just like, what do you guys do? Tell me what you guys do, because, like, that's visible damage, right? So this is the press bar, the bottom press bar HHKB in this ruby red. Would you guys complain about this? I feel bad doing so, but also it's like, it's pretty rare, I think, that I get like boards directly from Group Buy and like not aftermarket, and then like they come with like a little damage. Chargeback dispute sue. Like, and especially because like I don't think this is not domestic, so it's like I would feel bad, like, oh, they gotta ship this whole thing out. Can't hurt to ask about it. All right. Probably try to get a replacement. Yeah, and it's only the bottom, and that's the cool thing about this board, which is that like it's really modular in this way. So it's not like they have to give me like something so super entirely new, you know? Like not a whole case, right? Oh, this is cool. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says Evolve on the inside of the bottom case. And also cool that they've already done this routing for you. Okay. So, what do we need to do? It's been a while since I've done an MX board because obviously my last like 3 streams were all Topre and I had to take 3 weeks off because of COVID. So I've kind of forgotten how builds work. Okay. I guess I gotta test the PCB. Guess I saw Igor live. I just saw the call me if you get lost. That was cool. That was really especially cool because that was the first time I saw, like, you know, Tyler is getting so big that like he's doing these arena tours now. And what was really cool was his stage setup. When you're on the floor, his stage setup like protruded all the way to the back. At Oakland Arena, like to get to the floor, you have to take like a different route to get into the arena. And as soon as you walk inside the arena, like there's like a hallway, but when you get to the actual floor, the stage protruded all the way to the entrance of the door. And I came halfway into Vince Staples' set, and that's where he was posted up. Caliucci's was at the conventional front. And then Tyler started at the conventional front, eventually moved all the way to the back, and then went back to the front. So basically anyone on the floor had Tyler. They were right next to Tyler at some point. So I thought that was really cool. Got a couple of pictures on 35 millimeter film. I wish they turned out a little bit better, but that's all chill. Okay, so we'll do... I'll do some testing here. Oh, shit. That was my Topre enter key locked on my Falcon. Okay. But yeah, I've seen Tyler like... I actually counted it. I was tabulating it real quick. Let me check again and see if I still have it. Oh yeah, I've seen, wow. I've seen Tyler 10 times. Yeah, it's crazy now I think about it. I've also seen Vince Staples like 7 or 8 times. And a lot of them were him opening for Tyler. Is this not VIA compatible? Guess not. Okay, so it turns out I don't think this quarkeys Z60 is VIA compatible, unfortunately. I wonder, do they mention anything about it? Well, I guess we'll find out after we plug in my old keyboard, but we just got to do some testing here. Make sure the PCB is all set. Fortunately, it lights up, but let's check and make sure everything else is sound, right? Where are my curved? My curved tweezers, where are they? Oh shit. Did you see him during Odd Future? No. That's the crazy thing, is that like all the times I've seen Tyler were like in the last 7 years, which I guess is like, you know, kind of past his Odd Future days, but I did see him at Camp Flognaw in 2016 when he did bring out a couple of the Odd Future guys. But that's kind of close. But and then like you know every time he like tours, you know I feel like sometimes at least he'll have like you know some of those Odd Future guys like just kind of there with him. Okay. Oh, I gotta flip this disc. Camp Flogna. It's a festival in Los Angeles that Tyler the Creator has been organizing for the last several years. That's kind of like meant to be like a partial carnival, but it's also like a music festival. Okay, I can't find my curved tweezers, so I guess we'll just have to go straight. Let me know, guys, if you know. Whoa, what the hell? You guys know where to sort of locate any information about Z60 via compatibility, or just like trying to like remap. I'm guessing maybe just because of whatever the per LED, like the per key LED. Interesting. Implementation is here. Maybe it's just not done in VIA. This seems weird. I don't have a great explanation for this. It's like it seems to be registering and it's lighting something up, but like it doesn't show up in VIA. Holy shit, wait a fucking second. Have I been playing this Biba Doobie and it's like, is this a 45? Have you guys been listening to Biba Doobie like super slow? I'm not sure if I can tell right off the bat that this is supposed to be a 45. It's like I can't really hear it. I'm not sure what it's supposed to like, cause like I just listened to it and it's just like I don't think her voice is that low. Okay, my bad. Like I just threw it on and like you know like I don't keep my speakers on that loud, so I just like play it and then like I just trust it's fine. But I'm realizing this is kind of a problem with vinyl, isn't it? All right, we'll start at the top of side B on disc 1. Jeez, crazy man. Yeah, this sounds right now. Like, yeah, cause her voice sounds like this and not whatever it was before. I was like, maybe that's why side 1 took so long to complete. Whoops. Thank God for the minimal Swiss cheese on this PCB. All right. It's really weird how like it seems to just like register different keys. Weird. Also, guys, you may have noticed that I have this giant bandage on my forearm. I did have another laser session today. Ruby should be sending you the firmware. Oh, okay, right on. Is this I wonder where this was found. And also, is this like VIA compatible firmware? Okay. So I think we're all good to go. It looks like everything kind of just works, I think. So I think we should be good. Hey, but shouts out Rumi. Okay. That's so weird. It's like, it's not even like a conventional, there's no indication of a top. It's just two top bars. It's supposed to be VIA compatible and she's pretty sure she got it from her Discord. Okay, right on. Okay. I'll set this down here. She did also build this a while ago. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. We got some TX stabilizers. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So here's my understanding. You guys tell me because I've largely just only used Durox for the last gajillion years. I guess I still have to lube these, right? How do people like? So I know the idea is that like this should not rattle. But like I'm guessing people still do tune TX stabilizers, right? And lube them the same. Any 205 should already Triggity and Mango Head saying different things. Okay, and then there's these shims, I guess, which I understand the concept, but I've just never done it, so I'm very curious. Just maybe like less lube. Okay, so we'll go with that approach. I'm going to grab this my beater desk mat, which I use as a work mat. So, 1 second. Oh, when you say tune, I mean it's straight. I see. Yeah, no, I mean like tuning as in lubing. I wish they sold individuals, because again, I use HHKB, so I don't need all of these individual 2U wires. But I mean, I guess having all these extras, I suppose, are good if you have full size builds. Looks like it might be a side load to get VIA support. Okay. Clipping in the wire takes a bit more force. Okay. Good to know. Alright, go from one squid to another. So I remember I did try the Gateron stabilizers, and I remember thinking like, oh, those are really tough to clip in. Okay, we'll check that out, Sinvic. I appreciate finding that. We'll check that out when we get closer to the end here. All right, here's some BDZ. Should I use BDZ or should I use 206 grade 2? Here's my 205. I found that getting the wire to clip in is more about angle than force. I see. I see. I'll run a poll. Whoa, shit. You guys hear that shit? Oh my goodness. BDZ one side, 206 the other. Alright, poll is up. You guys hear that crazy loud sound? It's just the fireworks, man. They get crazy. So I'll do these housings first. Just gotta remember what matches with what green. So I'll just go super light. Kajata, welcome. What's going on? Use very light wire lube on TX stabilizers. Okay. Good to know. I'm guessing, so I usually lube both the housings and the inserts. Do you guys think I need to here? Maybe just do the housings alone? What do y'all think? Just the housing? What's the inserts? These guys. Yeah, the stem, yeah. Okay. So in that case, we're good there. Looks like 206 grade 2 is just one. So, all right. So, funny thing is I don't actually have like any kind of palette to like push this out into. So I'll squirt this on the wires, and then I guess I'll just try to spread it out, granted lightly. Okay. Dang, it's crazy. This is so quick. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Project Bills with the big ol' raid. A party of 5, welcome back. Oh my goodness. How's it going, man? What you been up to? How was your stream? Okay. Hey, my dude. Okay, so I'm going light with the 205 grade 2, or 206 grade 2 here. Just because you guys are saying go light, so let's go light. This is light-ish, I think. Good, just trying to fix my fucking spacebar stabilizers. Damn. The misery, right? How light is light? Is that light enough, or is that too much? I don't know. I'm used to like BDZ being like fully white. I'm used to 206 grade 2, but still like kind of caking it on a little so you could see it. But I feel like I got coverage all around this wire, but it's hard to see. That's how thin I went. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Let's just see how you like 206 because I use BDZ right now. More? Okay, let's do a little bit more. So I've used 206 grade 2 before. It's really interesting because it is just much thicker than say more. I don't know how that'll work. It is just much thicker than 205 grade 0, but it's definitely not as thick as BDZ. I like that it's not just such a crazy mess compared to BDZ. But you know, there's like that mild uncertainty that it lasts like BDZ. So it's kind of like just a toss up. But what I can do is like, I don't know if you guys want to see this again. Dude, this makes my desk look all night in the hub. Yeah. What I can do is like, even if whether or not this is enough, like, I mean, I've just added a little bit more here, and again, I've tried getting coverage all around the wire, but even if this is not enough, I can always inject it because I'm just like, I'm using a syringe like right now. Just make sure you got enough. There's gonna be it's the wire, not the housing, especially with TX. Okay. I find it so crazy. I find it so crazy that. Okay, a few things. Let's just talk about this before I even like start using these. What I find crazy was that I feel like Stabies had so much hype, like so much hype, and then I think like a couple people must have like found some issues with them or something, and then now like everyone's talking about TX, but as I'm hearing from you guys, it's just that like, well, it's not like TX is going to be entirely 100% free of ticking. So I'm just like, then what's the point? Like, I mean, it's just like, you just use any stabilizer. Then okay, I'm saying that without having used them, so we'll use them. That's what we're here for. Okay, so we've just finished patched up. Granted, side A was super slow. Now, what I am hoping here is that we're going to move to Loveworm and that it's also a 45. But I'm looking at this and right away it says it's a 33. So it's weird. Super weird that they would do this. Like, make one a 45. Whoa, one a 45 and one a 33. Okay. So I gotta readjust this to work with 33s. All right, here we go. Let's hope I did it right. Shikimazu, hey, welcome back. Oh my god, good to see you again. Okay, TX was able to make more faster and deliver them. I see. Texi is the menu for which for some of us are not a fan. They redid this design now though. Time is a motherfucker. I see. Got it. Okay, that explains a little more. Ah. Okay, I kind of shot a lot out. Okay, there's going to be a lot of residual lube left on this brush, so I guess I'll bring this over to the next wire somehow, hopefully safely. Fuck it, I'm gonna get lit on Wednesday. Are you going to the Guild House meetup? I want to. I'm not 100% confirmed, and I know that I think there's still tickets being sold, but it's like more expensive now than it was like a week ago. So still working it out. I'll let you guys know. All right. Get lit every day. My board's getting built finally. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm doing this and I'm just like, is this faster? Because I have to think hard about not putting too much lube now. I have to think harder than before. I guess not doing the housing inserts. David Tutzver, welcome back. Long time no see. It's been a long while, hasn't it? Hope you've been well. Stabilizer's too confusing. Hell yeah. Agreed. I feel like if the idea behind stabies and TX stabilizer is supposed to be the perfect stabilizer, and you still have to do this, it's like, is it? Whew. Oh yeah, I'm struggling, man. Oh my gosh, that was tight. Fuck that. Make it more complicated. Let's get some hydraulics in there. Low-key hurts. Yeah, man, it's like, is this really better? I don't know, man. So the stabies, like I did buy some stabies recently that I guess are like V2, or V2 is the one that no longer crack keycaps. What version stops the keycap cracking? Hey, Chris, remember when Moon Operator had that bongo ass keyboard when that group buy happening? Man, I don't know, man, but that was sick. I felt that way until I put keycaps on one and was done with it. Okay. Good God. My fingers hurt. I remember that scene in Happy Gilmore. My fingers hurt. That was so sick. Dude, that was so sick. Oh my gosh. All right. Almost there. God damn. They're fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm bending the wire. That's how tight it is. Unbalancing this wire. Alrighty. So again, I'm trying to go light and I'm trying to go fast. Oh my god, bro. This is ridiculous, dude. I don't know. This is crazy. Right back. Like, I feel like I'm like wiping off the lube at some parts because I'm just like sliding around. Bruh. Good lord. Why was that so difficult? I gotta say, man. I gotta say, man, that is like not enjoyable. Trying to like clip these in. Oh my god. You guys for real? The only thing I hope now is that I did it correctly. All right, let's try this out. So, left shift, enter, and spacebar. Oh, damn it. Holy hell, I just dropped it. Okay, I just dropped a stabilizer. Hopefully that doesn't have any harmful effect. Okay. So what's the word? I remember doing this for like Cherry PCB mount stabilizers, like in OG like G80s. Do you just like push it in? You just push it in really hard? Do I need to like tweeze them in through the tiny hole? Overthinking. Yeah, because it's like really tight. I don't know how you do this without like tweezing it in like this. Okay, those are in. And then what do you guys do this at the end or what? Like how do you use these sort of shims? Does anyone have any guides on how to use these shims? Maybe I'll throw all these in right now first. Just put it in. All right. Oh, hear those fireworks? Crazy. Good Lord. This is like hard, man. Oh, Rumi sent me the thing maybe about half an hour ago. Sick. Okay. So those are all in. I have one of these shims that is kind of... It's already like a hanging shad by that point. Okay, I see. Just throw it in there. All right. That's kind of nifty, I suppose. So these are more about preventing them from like falling out, right? More so than they are for like I don't know if it's about like making it, is it about making it tighter? I've had them fall out probably due to my fault, so get them in deep. Okay, so I'll go around and push them in. Let's try it out. Yeah, like toothpick mod. Okay. Moon Operator, hey, welcome. Hey, Moon Operator was listening. I mean, I guess like not having to screw in is kind of nice. But I still had to like, you know, kind of tweeze these guys in. Okay, let me get these in super deep. I wonder if people use their leftovers for cherry clip-ins. Is that like a thing that people will do? I printed the buttons, but the stabilizers didn't work and never got back to it. Okay. So there we have it. All right. So here's our switches. We're going to use some red inks with some slows. Probably going to ditch the MX switch and use arcade style buttons instead. Ooh. The big round mushroom ones. Okay. I mean, it makes more sense. All right. Let's grab this plate. Rest this down. Throw on some switches. Now, we've used these before, and that means that I don't have to redo like a spacebar switch because it's already done. And I believe that this will go here. Oh, shit. Also, I gotta flip that disc, don't I? I'm also wondering if this is actually the right switch to use. I'm thinking that depending on the size of the cutout, which this seems very wide, and I can probably just grab my calipers real quick. I think this is a big thing. my calipers. Ah, fuck, I just stubbed my toe. So, glad you chose to redirect rather than scrap it. Shows your commitment in for more. Tolerances for the tube stabilizers need to be way too accurate and weren't working. I see. Okay, so here's the situation. One thing that happens, particularly with things like ink switches, is that like they might be so loose that they'll actually have problems with like basically popping out of the plate even while it's soldered in. Like the plate will like depress and then like it won't really come through properly. And so you need to use things like inks with plates that are just much tighter. Meanwhile, you probably are going to have too much trouble using like tight like switches that are like just like have their perimeter bigger when the plate is that tight. So like, you see that? Does that make sense? I think this will be okay. So I ran calipers on this, and this is a little bit smaller than 14 millimeters. It's about 13.88 for that one. For spacebar, it's actually really close to 14. It's like 13.98. So some of these, like even within the plate, some of these cutouts are going to be a little bit bigger than others. And so that spacebar has me a little bit worried, to be perfectly honest. One of the things I was showing was the last stream we were doing that whole exercise with Pinocchio. Some of my plate designs have different kerfs to accommodate for the materials I was using, but those like that same thing also has to kind of be in tandem with the like the switches that I'll end up using for those individual builds. So that'll be a whole thing, and we'll find that out. Okay. So one thing is like the standoffs would be really useful for keeping things aligned, but we're not using standoffs, and I've already kind of plugged a bunch of switches in here. So we'll just sort of... Actually, you know what would be useful? The plate fork. I don't know why I haven't used this. I'll grab this. I'll take this out. I wonder, because this right here is really wide as well. Good Lord. Yeah, this is like way too thick. How is this plate fork useful? Can you get felt plates cut? I think you could cut any material that offers like laser cutting for it. For those who might not be familiar, I have done a plate in leather. So I'm pretty sure you can get... I think Pinocchio does actually offer felt, I believe. Alright, now I'm just curious about all of these. This is also 3.56. Is it really supposed to be this wide? I thought it was much shorter. 3.41, 3.58, 3.56. Okay, maybe this was actually fine. Epsy, what's going on? Welcome. Glad to see you again. How you been? Wait. I realize Why not do this thing we've done before, which is just use multiple? Haven't seen anyone with red inks. The forgotten switch. Well, it's like you spring swap them, so then it just ends up being like cosmetic. I think that's the deal with red inks. I remember I've seen lightning build with red inks once. I think he built a thermal. I don't think the springs are too light. Oh, I do. I definitely do. Why not get black inks then, unless you want the color? I have. I have gotten black inks before. Yeah, it's just, you know. I went on a spree of buying inks. I got black, I got red. Do you like the box? I haven't tried box. I haven't tried box inks, actually. Have you? Has anyone here tried box inks? Are they good? I'm guessing it's just like, it's kind of similar, but with like lower travel and also, I don't know, presumably like less wobble or whatever. I have exactly one red ink. Baltics? Is Baltics like another? What is a Baltic? I have sample packs of blacks and pinks. Gateron pink? Is that a thing, Gateron pink? I've definitely slowed down on buying switches over time. I probably gonna, you know, sort of raise my efforts too again at some point, but they're not the same, but they have long pull. I see. Oil Kings and a ton of good Gaterons. Baltic was Makibo. Is that the green one? Oil Kings are great. I have Oil Kings that I haven't used yet. I feel like a lot of people like Oil Kings. I heard, like, my understanding is that spring is crazy long, isn't it? Crazy long and like kinda, some people were complaining it was kinda heavy. Is that true? Yep, I see. Now let's check this out. See how I'm doing. Pretty good so far, but we'll do another check at the end. Oil King so nice I didn't even lose a stock switch. Crazy talk. I see. I probably still will. I feel like I know that like a big thing that's among a lot of people is just like they don't want to have to lube, and people are trying to find ways to, like, vendors or creators are trying to find ways to like get switches to be so that you don't have to lube them. But I probably still will, just truthfully. J-Wick is like the best JWKs anyways. Specifically, I'm guessing a lot of people really like the J-Wick black switches, but I wonder, has anyone really talked about the non-black, like the non-nylon ones? I feel like I haven't heard much people talk about those. T1 best version. The tactiles people like. Cheap ass KTT Aphelion switches are most interesting to me right now. Gateron pricey. Yellows are solid too. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to do full touch. I usually do full touch. Alrighty, almost there. Very slick. Okay, also, oh, is there maybe like another song on here? Or are we done? Oh, I guess that's it. All right, back to the music. What the fuck? Can't see the play button. There's a Chris Sucks command. There is. Feel free. Use it if you so please. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see if we've got any bent pins. Some work to redo. Shit, I see one. All right, we got it. Let's see, we're looking good. Trying to use my eagle eyes right now. Oh, I see one. This one's no good. Right in the middle too. Oh, these flex cuts. I think that's what's kind of tripped me up about trying to press this in, is the flex cuts on this plate. Is that the one? Okay, I think we're good there. Those new Gazi switches are lit. I swear, only pulse out. Interesting. Is it a linear or a tactile? Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna press down just to make sure we don't get that weird popping from having tolerances be too crazy for ink switches. And I think we're good. I hope we're good. This one is the one that has me the most worried, is the space bar. There it is. Like, you can kind of see, actually, for that matter, I don't know. I am a little bit worried about doing this, to be perfectly honest. One thing I can do is, in lieu of all this, it's like I could, like, you know, using another switch, is I could try to tighten it up using something like gaffer's tape. By just like putting gaffer's tape around the edges of the cutout. So that way it'll simulate it just being a little bit tighter. You guys see what I mean? And we did this actually last, we did this with the Topre Falcon, actually. Tactile, silent rails, long pull. No, I'm not sure if they're tactile. Okay. All right, let's try this. So the idea is, I want to like kind of swing this sort of all the way around. Actually, maybe this way. I might need some tweezers. But essentially the idea is we're just trying to like tighten this up. So that this cutout isn't so wide. Okay, maybe I might only need just this one piece. Okay, so this like kind of seems super jank. Maybe it is. But I think it's gotten better. Because now it's definitely like tighter. We're not having the situation where it totally like unclips itself. As far as I can tell. I can kind of see it happening on some of these other ones, though. Mostly the bottom. I wonder if it'll happen at the top. Kind of does. So this has me a little bit worried. I wonder how many of these like I'll really have to do. Did you get at the new floppy processor mats with the bones? What? Wait, I was just like, what string of words is this? Have I completely missed something? I feel like I have to do the entire bottom row, and then I think these two switches. I think the worst ones are the ones where like there's a really wide cutout. The bottom mod row. Let me check this out. The bottom mod row is really particularly bad because of like all the 1.25 slash 1.5 cutouts. Oh, I think I'd seen this before. These are like really interesting, but they're like really oddly shaped. I haven't gotten it on this. Do you guys think I should get it? I gotta think about it. Like I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. Full size. Alright, I guess we'll do this. This might have been unnecessary to make this long. Alright, this is where the stream is going to take kind of long, is just trying to get this right. We always make streams long, don't we? This doesn't seem right. Oh boy. This is kind of annoying. What if you lube the outside of the switch? I don't think so. I think that's the problem is like it's too loose, and I'm not trying to like lube it to make it like slide around. The idea is that it needs to like cut in really tight into the plate in order for the plate to not like pop off whenever you try to like actually type with any sort of force. Yeah, but it's like happening regardless. And this would get resolved by like a tighter switch. So I'm just wondering if like, should I just use a different switch? Super glue? That would probably work. All right, let me just quickly go and try just like some other switches I just have on hand. Like here I have some, I think these are KTT strawberries. So maybe we might go with the strawberries if this just works better. Yeah, just right off the bat. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, this'll have like a just all around better effect, I think. But maybe, I don't know, maybe, will this be that bad? Even if we stuck with the red inks? Hey, maybe it's just worth a shot. If anything, we could just rebuild this in the future. Gateron's lost to KTT? Not yet. They might. How about this? We'll do the build, and if it's really bad, we'll rebuild it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think the key again is just try to relegate GAT inks to tight plates, and then I think you're set. But if you can't do that, then you need to put in these like, I don't know, something that'll tighten up the plate. Okay, we'll just go with this. I spent so much time on this nonsense. Fortunately, we're still less than 2 hours in. It's not like I spent like an eternity on this. Okay. Not bad, not bad. KTT strawberry is probably the backup if this does go wrong. Because I know that these KTT strawberries, I think, are quite a bit tighter, if I recall correctly. But let me know what you guys think. Are KTT switches supposed to be like tight like that? Okay. So, let's grab what we need here. Oh, it's been so long since I've soldered. Casey has good tolerance. You don't need to film them generally. Get some of this stuff out of the way here. Alright, I'm gonna tidy up while this heats up. Almost good to go. I guess I could use a bunch of these leftover TX stabilizers on like Alice boards. Like I could do these extras on my second BMEC build. Gotta split soon. These West Coast hours too degenerate for me. Oh man. Alright. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here for as long as you have and as long as you can. Thanks so much, man. Alright. We're gonna get to soldering. Actually, one thing we haven't done, I haven't even tried what these will sound like. Also, I don't even know what keycaps I'm gonna run. Let's do honey. I feel like honey would be funny. I look like McDonald's. This isn't what I want. Hold up. Alright, I mean, I don't know. Sounds good to me. Excellent. Flobby P, Apex Predator, and he chill and chat sometimes. Right on. The McDonald's build. This is like a bootleg mix 65. Just in color theme only. Alright, here we go. Hey, shouts out. Hey, shouts out Epsy. Shouts out Moon Operator. Shouts out everybody. Let's go upside down. Okay. Gonna just try to push through, get the alignment right. Seems to be all good. Speaking of, I think Greg should be shipping soon. Hell yeah. GMK Cluck to go. Oh man, I wasn't into Cluck. I feel like Cluck... I felt like the Cluck kitting felt less useful than Greg's. I don't know if you guys agree. But what I loved about Greg was you could kit it to just be black on yellow. And I wasn't sure I saw the same thing on Cluck. I think they are all awful. No, again, Greg, you could turn to just black on yellow. Like, it's just Like, that's useful. You read this of Bloxy GMK post say they target 16-week turnaround? Like, eventually, right? Like, because that's not really going to happen for some time, I don't think. What year? Probably like 2024, 2025, my guess. But it's funny though, because oh shit. Okay, there we go. It's funny though, because it's like I feel, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel as though, is there a chance here? You guys tell me, is there a chance here that interest in the hobby is waning as like COVID restrictions and everything have been loosened up? I definitely feel that way from the standpoint of like, I think content creators have gotten like lighter. Like, at least like, maybe it's, I don't know if it's the heavy players, it just feels like some streamers have been lost. They're just like streaming less. And so the reason I bring that up is just because that, like, by the time GMK can produce things quickly, I'm wondering if it's going to be useful by then. Like, it's kind of the similar thing of how like everyone needed, like, you know, toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and then by the time the production was there, it's like the demand for it was just significantly less. All right, I missed a bunch of messages here. I'm gonna go. GMK Greg, give it to me. I needs. I say I believe them, but they got the ideas. They say it does now. They make them half their money. Oh, interesting. The mega enthusiast scene is waning, but the budget scene is booming now more than ever. True. See some posts on Mech Market saying they're done with the hobby. Might be a reflection of the economy. See everyone shilling DCX on YouTube. Anyone bought DCX? I guess, like, I'm not. I haven't seen the videos. I think. Okay, real quick. I have some confessions to make. some random confessions to make. First of all, I'll start by this. When I started streaming on Twitch, I wasn't already on Twitch. Like, I felt, so this is 2019, I felt like I was kind of an outsider. I was just like, I always just told myself, I want to stream on Twitch without having really even watched or been on Twitch that much. So I was on it for like a month before I started streaming, and I was just like trying to learn the language. And honestly, I still feel like I'm, to this day, learning the language of Twitch. Okay, next confession is like sort of a segue. We'll segue back and forth. For a very, very long time, like, I was never really, really huge on YouTube. Like, for many, many years. Until really, like, recently. And it's just like my buddy Andy. Y'all know Andy. He was like always, I remember like 10, 15 years ago, he was just always watching YouTube, like, nonstop. And for me, I was just like, I was never really, really, really into it. Like, you know, I'll watch it when someone sends me something, but I'm not just like on it. But I am now. So I have been watching a lot of YouTube recently. With that said, my keyboard YouTube consumption is still like not really there. But now I'm like kind of like interested in producing keyboard YouTube videos, but like I'm not even like I'm not really even into the keyboard YouTube like viewership demographic myself, which is kind of goofy. So that's my confession. Thank you for listening. Yeah, it's weird. I don't watch any keyboard YouTube videos. Yeah, but it's like that doesn't mean I don't want to make them. but I just don't really watch them. So with that said, I haven't seen much on people shilling DCX because I don't know. I guess I don't follow the creators who have been doing that. But that is pretty weird. I mean, I think Drop's putting like kind of a lot into it, which is a little weird, I gotta say, but to each their own, I guess. And I was like, I feel like DCX is kind of, it's been really weird, right? Like the whole announcement, the evolution of where it is and where it's been and where it's going. What I can say is that like I see like some of the renders or the mocks and stuff and they look all right, and then they show like some other renders where like I don't think the legending looks that good. And so that's kind of my issue. I think there's a lot of keycap producers that are trying to they're trying to produce things that look like Cherry / GMK, and like physically, like profile wise, like they're getting it. Like I'm down with that. But the legending, they're also trying to mimic like Cherry / GMK, and it just looks a little off. Like I'm not saying it looks terrible, but like it looks off. And the notion of it being like a little bit off, to me that's terrible. But like in a vacuum, like I guess it's fine. That's kind of just my thing. I think DCX kind of has that issue. Infinity has that issue. Milky Way has that issue. Yeah. Damaki has that issue. Like they all just like are trying to like to me they look like they were trying to mimic Cherry / GMK and didn't make it 100% there. And I get a little bothered by the legending. I think CRP / BSP has done it really well. Classically, like Imsto did it really well. There's a version of DCS. There's like 2 different versions of like DCS legends, like double shot legends that I've seen, and one of them doesn't look anything like Cherry. And I like that one. But then there's one that does kind of look like Cherry, and it's like off. All right, let me see. All right, I'm catching up with all these messages here. GB's tapered off as my employer stock price dropped. Oh, account age. Oh yeah, I don't have an account age function here. I should though. Algo's fucked. It's better than Netflix though. Fair. I don't watch any keyboard videos. It's weird I don't watch any. I used to watch a lot of Wildcat and Tay keyboards. The online watching is all Twitch. I feel like Wildcat hasn't had a video for a minute. I've seen a couple Wildcat videos. They're really good. But I just don't watch them enough. YouTube keyboard seems like very different than the Twitch keyboard scene in my opinion, for sure. Kind of cringe. The fact that they're different, or the fact that Wildcat hasn't made a video. YouTube is all 65% shit with linear is boring. Interesting market. Yeah, to be honest. Plus people be getting PBT dreams for $60 or less nowadays. So unless you're at GMK level, ABS is a hard sell. I feel you. DCS rounder keycap profile. I don't like it. DCS is good in the sense that like they're the only ones, like it's the only profile really that's being done for Alps, so you just kind of have to deal with it, which is better than I think a lot of options, especially kitting wise, in my opinion. Something nice about the way cherry caps are chiseled. DCS looks more cheap. Some of these PBT fans, neon keycaps, I like them. They NGMK level, but they're 6. DCX is the cringe. Oh, PBT fans. I've looked at PBT fans, and I feel like PBT fans I think is like a totally different like typeface, right? It's a totally different font that gets used, I think, on some of the ones I've seen. And I'm not sure if I like them. I'm not sure if I like that font specifically. 21KB. 21KB was all right. Like legending wise, I think 21KB was good. 21KB, CRP / BSP, GMK / Cherry. Those are the ones, like, in terms of how they all try to look like each other, I think those are the ones that have kind of nailed it. 21 KB, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it feels as good as CRP though. But I think I need to use 21 KB kits on different builds before I really fully make a judgment on it. But looks wise, legending, everything, 21 KB is great. Also, I won these PBT fans cost. Oh, right on. Sick. Nice. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about PBT fans though. But I wasn't sure that I liked the look necessarily. Also, I don't remember if I did the push on all these middle row ones, so I'll just do it again just to be sure. Oh, Alex Zotos came in a little bit earlier, dropped a follow. I realized I forgot to tell him that I am in the process of doing his 2-plate idea. I don't think he's been fully made aware. Half plate with the inner alpha plate. Different material. That was an idea from him. Alright. There we go. Last row here. I'm gonna re-push all the mods too, because I felt a mod key that definitely needed it. One time my girlfriend asked me to see the back of his haircut, and he was so nice he actually did. My girlfriend has a hair wish. Yeah, shouts out to Alex Zotos, man. What the? Why is this joint so weird? I can't front though. I love I love daytime Twitch streamers for sure. Yeah, they definitely help get you through the day. Like daytime keyboard streamers, daytime streamers in general. Shouts out to all of them. Alright, I'm gonna press these all in, see how we do. Okay, I think hopefully we'll be okay. I think. Just really hoping for that bottom row to be okay too. Top end. These two guys and then these 5. Chris, have you seen? Oh, I did see that. Oh my god, so sick. Oh man, I'm definitely. I really want to get one. I think they're also coming out with a new Splatoon 3 Pro controller too. So yeah, I want to get like. I'm glad I didn't get an OLED, a Switch OLED earlier, because I'd have felt like, oh man, I should have waited for this Splatoon one. But I think now's my time. Probably gonna get that OLED, transfer my whole thing over. Bro. Bro, I'm gonna get it. There's a Splatoon 2 Switch that I never got in on, and part of me like kind of regrets it a little bit, but I don't know. It's cool. Splatoon 3 is coming out. Splatoon 3 Switch is coming out, so hey, that'll be super chill. I'm down, man. Super down. Okay, we're gonna do all these pushes again here for mods. For those of you who don't know, when I started my streaming career, I was playing Splatoon exclusively. And then I transitioned to some Nintendo, like other Nintendo games, but still primarily Splatoon. and I've kind of almost completely crossed over, pretty much completely crossed over into keyboards and photography stuff, just because, I don't know, it seems like more people interested, you know, so it's like easier to be able to talk to people. Plus, it's like I've backlogged myself with so many projects, and I feel like it's the most productive if I do the stream and then like do those things that I needed to do anyways. The green and pink Joy-Con, yeah, that was the Splatoon 2 one, yeah. Okay, I think we've done all of the single joints, so we'll go around and just quickly breeze through the second legs on all these switches. Should be quick. Dude, I'm like tripping right now. I feel like I've been streaming forever, but it's only been like 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe 2 hours is too long, but to some of you guys, but to me, I feel like it's been an eternity, and it's only been 2 hours. That's crazy. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I usually just get worried when it's like, holy shit, I've been on for 4 hours, and then I look at it and I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna lose sleep tonight. But I am chilling right now. Shouts out to everybody watching. Appreciate it as always. Hey guys, I just also want to mention, if you guys are watching, you guys like what you're seeing and you're not already following, hit that follow button. Would definitely appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000. Unfortunately, I was out with COVID for about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, not streaming during that time. And I really wanted to make a big follower push during that time, just so I could try to hit 1,000 before August. I have a bunch of time off during August, like late July to early August. I'm gonna spend some of that time also again, I'm gonna be out for maybe about a week and a half-ish at the end of July, early August, but then I still have a bunch of time off after that. So I might be transitioning to doing some daytime streams during my, the remainder of my vacation/staycation. But I might be doing daytime streams during then. I didn't want to hit 1,000 before we got to my whole vacation though, because I wanted to spend some time trying to plan like this potential subathon. I'm hoping we can still try to hit 1,000 before then, but see how things go. Maxed out PTO. Yeah. I've definitely pretty much maxed it out by taking all this time off. I'm taking like 4 weeks off, and I'm gonna spend at least a week and a half away from home, I think. And then the remaining 2.5 weeks, I'll spend a lot of that time streaming, and if that's the time we plan the subathon, that'll also be super chill. But only if we hit 1,000 followers. So you guys are incentivized. Tell your friends. It's gonna be lit too, man. I'm gonna actually put out some good giveaways. Learned a lot from the build-a-thon last year. So I'm gonna try to make it good next time. Next time we have this big subscriber-based event. Okay, so I did see. Oh, I guess I might just want to look at that quarkeys page that was sent a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if there's any other information on there, but I know Rumi just sent me some firmware, I think. So we'll check that out. One thing I wonder is like how exactly to flash it with the new firmware. Or again, if there's any instructions on what exactly to do. Almost done. A couple more left right here. Alrighty. Sick. Okay. I'm gonna get this out of the way here. Bring this guy back into the picture. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Solder hands. Here we go. I guess I'll just test it here briefly. There's no gaskets in here right now. Wow, that looks super crazy. Red, red, red. Okay. Oh shit. I think I need the gasket. Or I need to just not have this in here. I'll hold it like a guitar. Alright, I see something lighting up there. Okay, I think we are good. Okay. So the next step is I'm gonna throw this off to the side yet again. Get rid of this dirty ass mat. Bear with me. Hey, shouts out All Hex again for the TX stabilizers. Is that the default layout? That is cursed. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on here. Just why we need to adjust this. Okay, so Rumi, hey, shouts out Rumi. I'm gonna download this. Okay, so there's a via. Okay, so okay, we got some stuff here. All right, perfect. Real quick, I'm gonna try to read this chip. Mega 32U4. Perfect, perfect. Alrighty. So, what's the word? I kind of know what to do. It's just the same goofy thing we always do. But I'll also look up that thing that was sent a little bit earlier. It was like quarkeys.com/blank or something. Okay, yeah, this is kind of where this stuff is. Perfect. All right. So, here's the deal. What I typically do is I always forget, but I go to this fork I made of TMK. 1 second. So I go to this fork of TMK. I find my my KMac happy updated branch. I click on this guy, and I read my own README because I don't know why. This is the only place I know where it is. Okay, so and typically I just do the step 4, which is DFU programmer. Sinvac, appreciate that. Yeah, I was able to see that. But yeah, that page just kind of had the hex. As far as I understood, I glossed over it really quickly, but didn't really see any other instruction other than just flash it. Okay. So, what I need to do now then is, again, bring this back. The JST, the funny thing is the JST is already screwed in, and I'm just like too lazy to unscrew it. So, we're doing all this. My goodness, I have so much trouble just putting this connector back in. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright, fortunately, they have this guy. They included a cable. And I love how it matches. And then I could find a place to plug it in. But before I do, so what's the situation? I think, okay, the idea is I need to bring in like a terminal window, and then I got to CD, oh, you guys can't see this, CD's nuts. Oh. Okay. I guess I plug this in, and then I will hit this button while it's plugged in. There's a reset button on here. Was I supposed to hold it while plugging it in? Or does this reset it automatically? Okay, it looks like it reset it. Okay, next up, I'll copy this guy. So I have both keyboards plugged in, but instead of KMac loofah.hex, I need to type in z60 underscore solder underscore v4.0.hex. No device present. Sick. I also spelled it wrong. But it didn't even find it anyways. Strange. Alright, I'm gonna unplug and replug. Uh-oh. I saw it light up a little bit. Is it just not connected all the way? Oh, maybe, is that it? I'm just not fully connected? Am I crazy? What the? How does this reset button work? This seems really finicky. Y'all seeing this? Something about this connection seems not quite right. Maybe I just didn't push it in all the way. There we go. Let me hold this down while I plug it in. Okay, let's try that again. I think I just didn't connect it all the way from before. All right, perfect. There we go. Oh, you guys didn't see it. Okay. So I was supposed to hold this button while plugging it in. I didn't do that. Like if you plug it in and just hit this button, I don't think anything happens. Then on top of that, for some reason, stupid me, I didn't actually plug anything. Or I didn't plug it in all the way at the time. So we are good. Okay. So I'll flip this around and now we'll go back here. Let's go to settings or design. Load. Here we go. Okay. So, perfect. It's all here. Sick. Okay, so this is interesting. What the shit is this? You guys know what this is? LT parentheses 3 KC tab. So, okay, layer tab. How is that defined? Like, so I don't care for it. Like, personally, I don't, so the idea is that's like layer tap, which makes sense because at the time when I was hitting a couple of these keys, I was getting like really confused. Okay, also let's change this. Bottom row, HHKB, split right shift, split backspace. Okay, but how is this defined within VIA? Like, there's nothing in here that immediately says what it is. Special? It changes layer when held when the keystroke and the keystroke when tapped. That makes a lot more sense because I think that's what was happening when I was trying to test this. Special. I see LS, RS, LC, RC, LA, RA. Oh, that's interesting. This is how people deal with MX locks. Layers or special. I see like the space FN, which kind of reminds me of that, but you can usually use the any key to type all of that out. I see. Wait, so hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. Well, I'm just going to get rid of it. Also, real quick, what is this? So, like, what is the 3 and the 4 in reference to? Are the layers? Because there's, like, this doesn't even... Layer 3 has nothing in it. Layer 4, it's not even there. I'm not sure if the layer 0, 1, 2, 3 corresponds to, like, 2 and 3. But there's nothing even there to begin with. It's kind of weird. I sincerely love ModTap. Oh, Kajata. I feel like I've seen Kajata. I've seen some of your boards before, and it's like, it makes sense. Like, that makes sense that you would. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I hope that doesn't disappoint you guys, and I hope that I don't forget. But even if I do forget, I can always just come back to this VOD. Okay. So is the idea that like this is just like set up in QMK and then VIA like doesn't have as much capabilities of doing everything that you can do when handling QMK directly? Is that the situation? All right, time to just change it. Tilde, backspace, control, right shift. They should be the layer numbers 40% for life. Then left alt, right alt, right win. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Everything looked good. Yep. Okay. Up, left, right, down. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay. Before we do that, let's handle the rest of this. Let's make that like that. Insert, delete, caps lock, and then these are all media. Okay, so I'm gonna go to lighting and throw these on here. RGB mode plus. Oh. Okay. BL cycle. Okay, now I can get rid of these. So these would be looking like that. Also, I think I've realized, okay, before I go there, I'll knock these out. This would be home page up, end page down. You know what's crazy is that I think I've been doing these wrong this whole time. I think I've been doing something that looks like this. But I don't really remember. I don't even remember what I normally do anymore. But what I do know is that I remember I looked up HHKB recently, and I think I had something flipped. which is kind of goofy. All right. Yeah, I think I've been doing this wrong this whole time, at least according to this HHKB Pro Hybrid photo. But I wonder if HHKB Pro 2s were any different. Oh yeah, no, I've been doing this wrong for like centuries. Whoops. It's star slash. And I think I've been doing slash star for the longest time. Also, I think I was off by 1. Plus minus. Okay. I think we are good now. Okay. Reset. Let's get out of the test matrix. Perfect. Well, how did I get that? Was I doing this? I might have been doing that. Let's try it again. Okay. All right, cool. All right, I think we got it, guys. Sick. Okay. So, we have successfully done all that, but we still need to kind of address a bunch of other stuff here, right? So it looks like so we put gaskets on the bottom, and then we got to put gaskets on the tops too, but I have like multiple bottoms. And so I think I'm gonna avoid, I think I'm just gonna use the brass bottoms, because my red one has some damage and I don't want to waste gaskets on it if I figure out some resolution to get it like replaced. So we're gonna use all brass today. Okay, so I don't like this. There's a thing about gasket mount boards that I do not like, which is when they create like too perfect of a channel for the gasket to drop into. I hate it. And so fortunately this was not like, I mean, this actually was kind of terrible. Essentially, like when they do that, it's hard to like not fit it in the channel perfectly. And so I would say that anytime I see this, I call that like a failure in the design. Like, just, I'm not sure why keyboard designers keep doing this. What do you guys think? Am I being too nitpicky? Like, I'm not even big on gasket mount boards kind of because of this. What is a gasket sock? Oh, I see. This is just something that like kind of fits in. Something that like doesn't actually have adhesive, but just like fits in the spot. Yeah, like I've already like, this is kind of like ruined already here just because of this like channel. Like, you can kind of try to like lay it flat, but then like it'll like essentially not fit into that channel. Socks go over the mounting points on the plate like a sock. Oh, I see. Yeah, like these Poron like adhesive gasket strips, like they're really easy to fail when you have these like dumb channels. And that's my biggest gripe. Like, it's just, they gotta stop doing this. Like, I don't know how to explain this any better. Like, don't do this. No, adhesive gaskets aren't even that bad. Like, if you just like don't create these like channel wells. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, Ada, guys, Ada's here. Okay, this one's like not as bad. Okay, take a look. This is my biggest problem. Right here. This line right here. All you had to do was just like not put this line. The remainder of this channel is like fine. Because you could just lay the strip on like easily. But when you do this and it's like perfectly sized to the gasket that you're trying to like, you know, have your buyers use, like it's so easy to like tilt it out of place. And then like here for me, like look at this. Like I'm just like, this is like kind of ruined, right? Like because I'm just like, I was trying to like pull it in and out, like just trying to like, you know, kind of get it in the right spot. I'm just like, this is kind of goofy, you know? And same thing here. This one's like a little bit better, but it has like some imperfections. Because I was trying to like do this side, trying to get into that channel. I'm just like, is this ruined? This one looks pretty bad, right? Silly, man, super silly. Like, also, you won't even have pressure that way. It's just like, man, I don't know, man. Like it's like being, I can make myself even more overly dramatic. Just like, man, I feel like you're betraying your buyers by doing this, man. Okay, I think I got that one pretty well. I think I might have to redo this one. It's just like unreasonably bad. And this one's not it's like this one's not even like perfect. I can see a failure. I'll show you guys this failure, right? Like, check this out. So from this side, I think it looks like pretty good, right? I think. But then when I flip it on this side and just like kind of look at this here, you can see it kind of raises up a little bit right here. Because I couldn't perfectly get it into that channel because it's too damn tight. It's like, what the are you serious? Like, you can do adhesive gasket, like gasket mount with adhesive strips, well, if you just don't do this, you know? Crazy, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's just ruined because of what I just done here. That's no good. Oh my god. Okay, I think I have to redo this one on the top right. This one's a disaster. Yep, I'm tearing it up already, so have to. Do I have anything to just kind of pry this off? Like, do I have any tool for this? A spudger. I need a spudger. That's what I need. I got a spudger in here somewhere. Oh, Triggity. Thanks so much for being here. I know you might be gone already, but appreciate it, man. Jeez. Oh, like there's a crazy adhesive ugliness that has kind of been. Some of it is like stuck to the case. Man, what the fuck? I'm just like, should I leave like this adhesive residue that's just like on random spots? I remember the D60, the KBD fans D60 also had this problem. It's really bad. I'm just thinking like, fuck it, I'll just leave that residue there. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, still fucked. Totally unreal, man. Like, I don't know, am I just doing this like wrong? Like, I can't be the only one that like has this issue with like adhesive gasket mounted boards, right? Like very specifically this one. Like very specifically this issue. I don't know, this is like better, but it's still not perfect, and I'm just like kind of over it. Kind of over it. Like, just sitting on it. Whatever. I don't know a better way to do it than what you're doing, bro. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you just like when they try to size it perfectly for the gasket instead of like leaving a little bit of space, it's like, oh, it's just, oh, so bad. All right. I mean, I guess I'll be using brass both top and bottom just because the damage to the red, and also, I mean, just in general, it's like, I guess supposed to be like the premium option. So we're just gonna do it. Same thing here. Same thing here, isn't it? All right, that one turned out not so bad. I don't think, except for on this edge, I guess. The innermost edge. Oh, I tried. This one's ended up not being as good on one of the edges, but whatever. So I can say it's just like, whatever. Meanwhile, because one of the gaskets is wasted, I literally don't have enough for a pair of spare bars. So it's like, I guess, like, while I am in the process of trying to complain, I'm going to need more gaskets. Okay. I don't know which way is up. I think I know, but I'm not sure. There's no way it's this side, is it? I can't tell. Okay, I need to look up pictures of the Z60. The top press bar is like, the inside is definitely, like, when you're looking at the bottom side of it, it's like not symmetrical. But it doesn't give you a great indicator of which side is supposed to be up when you actually start screwing it in. So I gotta look for pictures of it, I guess. There's like kind of like a chamfer on one of the edges on the top, and so I need to find pictures of this to like be totally certain. So that doesn't really tell us. Shop. All right, the chamfer looks like it goes in on the inside. Okay. So I gotta do one at a time, right? I think that's a big thing. So I'll do this side first. Oh crap. Need this. This one. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to screw it in that tight, even though it wasn't even tight, because my positioning has kind of been skewed badly. Hold up. There we go. So I'm going light with the screwing here. I'm not trying to like do very tight. Okay, top bar with the chamfer inside. I'm definitely like putting my fingerprints and producing something like a patina on this, or patina on this. Shit. All right, gasket wise, I mean this becomes kind of weird trying to position this so that you can screw it in closed. Oh, y'all can't see this. Because it's just a thin bar that has to be positioned right. So the actual build or like screwing in of this is a little bit weird. Okay, that's like useful. Trying to like screw it in sideways, I think. I think that's the way to go. Okay. So again, we're going pretty light on screwing this together, just because we want the effect of what the gaskets are supposed to feel like, I suppose. Now, real quick, I'm realizing they included some. Looks like some extra screws that I think are meant for the standoffs, but there's also some random extra what looks like a bottom case screw. So yeah, we don't really need those. Okay, what else do we need? We got these feet strips, so I guess we'll throw these on now. All right, hopefully I don't blow this. Because in a way this is kind of like the same thing as like the gasket channels, but I'd argue I guess not as bad. Yeah, that came out I think okay. I hope okay. That one not so much. This one, of course. Bro, this build, man. This build, man. All right. Last foot here. Okay. No, I woke up late. Zero is going on, bro. I'm telling you. This has not been my favorite build. Has not been my entirely my favorite build. But you're here now to the point where we got to the end. Why? So some of it my fault. Some of it is like, okay. The blame is to be shared all around. Okay, so first of all, so I got the brass press bars, and my plan was to retain red on the bottom, which I know is like kind of counterintuitive because people is like, you buy the pair of brass press bars, you want like, you know, the brass to show, and also you would think that if you're trying to mix and match that you want the one that's more prominent in showing in the bottom because there's more brass there. But the OG, like the ruby red press bar that I wanted to use here has a little bit of like an anode, like it's like chipped off a little bit. So it's just like, it's silver and like something was kind of like scratched up. So a little silver showing. So that's the first issue I had. Second issue I had, my fault, is the kind of my fault. The FR4 plate has, and so we kind of had this conversation a little bit earlier. The plate has to be kind of in concert with the switches that you use, and I'm realizing this more for every build. Depending on how the plate was cut, the tolerances, the kerf, the switch cutouts might be slightly bigger than spec. And I think it's that like some people, some vendors, creators, all these companies will produce switches that try to compensate by like making a switch tighter in a plate by like kind of increasing the size of the switch's like perimeter. So that's my preface to this. Now the situation, this FR4 plate, the cutouts are a little bit too big for GAT inks to sit in, which I think is a common issue of people talking about GAT inks having like, not being tight enough or being too loose, is because I think their perimeter might be slightly smaller, and for people who are producing keyboards and plate designs, might not be accommodating for smaller switches like inks. Now, they'll work really well for when switches have been overcompensated, and produced with the overcompensation of size. But anyways, in short, not only housing, but also thin legs. There you go. Yeah. So in short, it's just that like this switch plate combo, not the best one. Okay. So there was that. But the next thing up was that I had a real big problem with was the gasket implementation. So these are adhesive gaskets. And I've noticed that when you do these adhesive Poron gaskets, some boards do it well. Other boards, they try to be cool, and it ends up being, in my opinion, bad. And so this board does it. The KBD Fans D60 does it. I have a couple other gasket boards that do it. And the situation is that like they put a channel, like a very tight channel that's supposed to be perfectly sized for the adhesive Poron gasket, which means that you have zero room for error when trying to put that Poron gasket, like that adhesive gasket in. Because it has to fit perfectly without you stretching it and without you angling it incorrectly. And this board has that. The KBD Fans Z60 has that. And it's just like, why do you do that? Just don't do that. Like, it's like they channel it like an inner channel with an outer channel that's like wider. And I'm just like, you didn't need that inner one to do that. And I'm just like, I'm noticing that as like, I think it's a failure. Like, in my opinion, I think it's a failure in the design if you're not allowing any room for error for like the actual person building it. Frank, what's going on? Welcome. What's more, a couple things is that like, just by extension, like, I mean, this is like a common thing with like when you're putting on like feet on a board, but with Poron gaskets, like it's just like even more extreme, like it's even more exaggerated. So these feet kind of just like, after doing all the gaskets like this, having to deal with the feet just like kind of pissed me off in doing that. I'm pretty sure I kind of imperfectly did it on like at least one of these corners here. It's kind of annoying. Ridiculous feet. It's the feet are okay. I kind of messed up a little bit and that's my fault, but the Poron gaskets, like that was a problem. What else? And then I guess the final thing, I mean, like, I wasn't so mad about this. I'm trying to be objective about it, but like the fact that you have these press bars rather than a traditional top makes, especially with a gasket mounted board, kind of makes it really weird to screw things in. When you, oops, oh my God. When you have these gaskets, like there's obviously like some compression that needs to be had, but when you only just have a strip for like pressing down leverage for trying to screw in, then like it's easy for it to kind of get like knocked around. But I mean, like that's like not so bad. So okay, so that's about it about my complaints about this. But looks like we're finally finished up, so let's just try to finish the board. All right, so I got GMK honey, just kind of a funny looking thing to kind of make this look like a McDonald's. So this is kind of like, you know, my rendition of a mix 65, given that this is not actually a McDonald's themed board and is not an actual 65% because it's an HHKB 60%. But we're just theming it to be McDonald's looking, or I guess In-N-Out or whatever else out there, Carl's Jr. Anything that's basically red and yellow. Wonder what it'll sound like? Alright, we'll find out. We'll find out shortly. I also didn't tighten it super hard. HJKL. I didn't tighten it super hard, so should be good. Also, just a heads up, I didn't put it in the stream title or anything, but we will do a giveaway for some stickers. I feel like now that I have stickers, I won't have to give you guys so much junk. But what I also realize is that I can like still send you guys junk with the stickers. So like how about this? I can run a giveaway for junk, but if you hate the junk, then it's really a giveaway for stickers. If you don't care for stickers, then it's really a giveaway for the junk. What do you guys think of that? I'm just going to automatically return the package. Yeah, but you get stickers. 4, 5, 6, 7. Like me, I don't care much for stickers, but it was cool like being able to produce these. I know you guys like stickers. Most people like stickers. RTYUIO. I like stickers. There you go. See, I really wish that I used the red. damage. And on top of that, like on top of it being like damages that like, because you have to put the gaskets on the press bars too. It's like I didn't have gaskets to waste, or like I already I'm down a gasket to like, you know, do a whole set of these press bars or like extra set of these press bars because I messed one of them up trying to put it into the channel, you know. Just ended up getting all sort of like distorted. I like Dymo. What's Dymo? All right, unrelated to anything, but Antixias, what's going on? Welcome to stream. Okay, so unrelated to anything, but I'm not sure if you guys had checked out the Pokemon channel on my Discord. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been like, I don't know what Dymo is. Oh, label maker, got it. I don't know if I've explained this very much at all, but I've been like really obsessed with Pokemon Legends Arceus. I may not have explained that on stream, but I'm trying to like get to a very high level of completion with this game, and I kind of like fucked things up for myself, which is like, you know, you try, like one of the purposes of I think games in general is like, you know, you want to feel rewarded, right? I kind of messed things up for myself. I looked up a guide to complete something that I thought you just had to look up a guide for, because it's just like, who's gonna like, okay, the Pokemon Unknown, there's like an Unknown Dex, and you know, there's like a bajillion different variations of unknowns, and you gotta like find them throughout the entire world. And I was just like, okay, how can you do this without like looking at a guide? So I looked up a guide and I just like completed it. And it wasn't until like I literally caught the last one and completed the whole thing before I realized like, oh shit. Like within the game, they give you like hint riddles on where to find the individual ones. And I just never, like it never clicked that like these were like hint riddles on where to find them. So it's just like, fuck, I just like wasted the satisfaction by just using a guide. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys have played Arceus, but, or if you guys have any interest in playing Arceus, but like they literally like, there's a way that it would have been more rewarding for me to complete it, and I just like I wasted it. I've logged like 80 hours on the game. I think maybe more, 85 hours so far. Which I think might be like under half what I put into Breath of the Wild. But quite frankly, guys, I don't know if I've said this already about just my obsession with Pokemon Legends Arceus, but I think it's like the best Pokemon game that I think has been made. All right, I'm gonna throw this over here. All right, let me continue tidying up. There's kind of like, it's a mess here, so. I saw a little bit of the stream coming in, replaceable brass bottoms. Oh, well, this has kind of been a huge disaster of a stream, as I know you've just come in. But yeah. So the press bars on the top and bottom are replaceable, and like in how do I put this? In like replacement of the idea of like a top, like a instead of like a whole case top, it's like bars that you just replace to adjust or accommodate for layout. There were these red ones, but this red one that I got in had a tiny bit of damage, and I can just kind of show that here. I don't know if y'all can see that little scrape right there. So I was just like, I didn't want to use it, and then on top of that, upon realization, oh yeah, this is a gasket mounted board, it's like I don't have gaskets to waste. Because I fucked up. And I fucked up because I think, and I've just explained this like twice already, I think this board shares a design failure with a couple other gasket mounted boards. Yeah, I'll have it replaced. I'll talk to them, and then I'll ask about like new gaskets. But there's some adhesive gasket, and sorry for explaining this for the third time here, but for anyone tuning in just now, there's a failure of adhesive gasket mounted boards that this board shares, which is when they make a cutout that's supposed to be perfectly sized for the Poron gasket, it's like, I don't know, you got to be superhuman to be able to like fit it perfectly. And so when you don't, and you have to pull out a gasket, then it's just like the gasket's ruined. So I ruined one, which means I only had a perfect number of gaskets for the bottom case and 2 pairs of press bars. And so when I lose one, I can't even do like a full set of press bars. So I wasn't gonna do it on this red one or this set of red ones, knowing that like it's damaged and I'm gonna have to replace it. So I'm gonna talk to them, try to get this press bar replaced, and then also try to get some extra gaskets while we're at it. So okay, so that's the build. Let's alrighty. Okay, very cool. This is not working. Hold up. Is it the cable? All right, something went awry here. What have I done? I guess I gotta open this up again. That is not the build. The build is not complete. All right. Nice, very nice. Super slick. Do I need to use case foam? I wonder if there's a short. Did you? I'm thinking I might have forgotten to plug in the JST, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I did. Thinking back, I don't remember you doing this. Scuff incoming. What? Incoming? Frank, are you crazy? It already has happened. The scuff already happened. What are you talking about? It's got incoming. It already happened like 5 times over. Ah, shit, you're right. You're right, you're right. 6 times over now. The board decided it wanted to hear you complain about the breast hards being hard to screw in, so it unplugged the JST. That had to be it. Had to. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, now I'm realizing I don't remember having to place this cable back in the channel, which I guess would have been like a whole thing, which now it is. Okay. All right, really random thing. Okay, this is just like not related to anything, but are you for real? Oh, bro. You can't put the press bar in with the top, and I'm guessing bottom row of keycaps. Like, it just like kind of won't fit in because it's like gasket mounted. So it's like it needs like a certain level of compression, I think. Bro. 7 times over, man. 7 times over. Bro, and again, this is not even the worst scuff of the night, man. This board doesn't want to be built. Okay, so, like I was saying, unrelated to literally anything we've talked about tonight, but I got a couple Latino friends who I showed them GMK Mictlan before the buy ended, and they were like so excited. Like, they're not even like really that hard into keyboards. They were like, "Oh my god." Had to get in. This guy is way more surmountable than the Falcon. Yeah, for sure. The Falcon, the Falcon had a whole lot going on too. Yeah, one guy was like, he's like not at all into keyboards. And he was like, "Oh man, I gotta buy this. I gotta support the culture." All right, I'm just gonna assume that I can't put in the bottom press bar in either, so I'm just gonna take these out in advance. All right, so this one was interesting because you kind of need to fit it in a very specific way. Are you for real, dude? These two where the corner blockers hit. I gotta take these off as well. I hear you raging. Bro. Bro, this build has not sparked joy. I will tell you that. Damn, this happened the entire bro. It just got worse. I started malding. When I saw the gasket channels. I was like, dude, this again? I'll just say it. I think if you design a gasket mounted board like this, where you have those adhesive like gaskets that go into perfectly sized cutouts, like overall in my mind, I think that that's literally the worst experience of a board. Like, not even like using the board, but having built it makes the overall experience of the board less pleasurable than, say, like the boards that you guys think would actually feel or sound worse. Wait, can you still see the gaskets after it's assembled? So kind of, and that's kind of like an interesting thing is, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be tightening it, but like maybe this side not as much, but like right here. Now you guys tell me, is that weird? Like I find that part of this design kind of interesting, which is that like they actually cut it so that you can. So that's like, that gives this board a point if it's just interesting. But if it's bad, then it's bad. You guys let me know. It's weird. It's weird for sure. But actually, I kind of find it interesting. +1 maybe. Try it first and try again after tightening. I don't think anything's like, I think if you tighten it, it's just gonna be, you know, more firm. But I think you'll still see it because they, again, like, that's the shape of the press bar. Like the press bar is gonna expose it, like no matter what. Just that's the shape. You can see like it dips in, it dips in. I don't like that at all. I find it interesting. I give it a point, but if you want to subtract a point along with all the points that have been lost tonight, you can. I will not stop you. Let me make a follow-up to my point from earlier. The overall experience, I'm gonna say, like say for example, build and use. I would any day of the week build and use like a very, very simple tray mount board, then build and use like a board that's designed where you have gasket mounted like perfectly shaped channels. Like it's just, I find that to be not great taste. Okay, so now it's on. All right, let's get back to this and just make sure now. Also, I realize like my face cam has like one tiny bit of this acoustic panel, which is kind of annoying. So let me adjust that. So now there's like a little bit more of that. I can like zoom out even more, but then now you start seeing that bass trap over there, which kind of bothers me also. But let's just leave that in there and see how this looks. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. I got some stuff to adjust, but also I guess let's do, you got any speakers? All right, let's start a prediction. I am not feeling froggy today, so we're gonna go down to 126. Speakers, I got a couple tweakers. I am using these Pioneer BS22s right here, and then I have some ELAC B5s out in the living room. So there's kind of what is the name, Andrew Jones or whatever. Andrew Jones designed speakers. I don't really know that much, but I just remember reading about them. They're supposed to be good, whatever. All right. Okay, so prediction period's up. Feel free to vote. Feel free to doubt. I understand. What a build, right? Pretty sick. All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, our theme. Perfect. It's a keyboard. It is. I'm like a little bit weirded out. I have like 475 songs on this playlist, and I feel like I've heard these already. Oh, I think we've looped. I see. Well, I'm gonna jump in the middle. Okay. SPRiT is painful to look at on the screen. Rufio! Thank you for the follow. Guys, we're like so close to 1,000 followers. Also, for anyone who's just tuning in, we got a giveaway later, so. We're giving away some stickers. Hit us with some Pharrell. I don't think this playlist has any Neptunes instrumentals. I'm trying to do like instrumentals, hip-hop instrumentals that I've found on Spotify. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's the build. We got this quarkeys z60 Evolve gasket mounted keyboard. Excuse me, miss. DMCA. I mean, instrumentals will also DMCA-U. But I try to, have the acoustic, the Twitch VOD track not have it, but you guys could hopefully still hear it. Okay, anyways, so Z60 Evolve from quarkeys, gasket mounted keyboard, FR4 plate. We got some red inks with SPRiT Slow Extreme 2 springs. What else? No case foam, no plate foam. TX stabilizers, the brass press bars, and I don't know, GMK honey. Okay, 60-second test. Our threshold here is 126, so I need to hit 126 or over. Let me point this mic downwards a little. Get rid of this, guys. Just kind of an eyesore here. And then we'll turn off the music. If you know what Rufio makes badass artisans check. Oh, Rufio, that's you? Oh, sick. Okay. I've seen these before. I've never entered in, but I've always thought these are super sick. All right, I'm gonna check this out, man. Okay. All right, let me get this music off. Let's get this fan off. And I'm gonna close this door, and I'm gonna close that window. What time is it? It's 1:07. Okay, all right. Get a little stretch. It's 1:07 a.m. here in California. San Francisco, California. I'm gonna drink some water. Modelo time. Typing time to kick ass. All right. I think maybe sometimes what I do is like I do these type tests and then I try to like sit up straight and like proper. But I think I just need to like relax. I need to relax, and that'll help me speed up. Cause like sometimes like in the middle of the day I'll just like relax, do some monkey type in the middle of the day for no reason, and then like I do better. So maybe I just gotta do that. All right, guys. Here we go. I did it. Hey, I believed. Nice. That's quiet? You think it's quiet? I think, yeah, I think it might be, you know, it's like, I've always like heard about this combination, and this is, I think, like the second time I've done it, which is like, you know, linear ink, Gateron ink switches on FR4. And so it has that like interesting like quietness to it, but you know, we took out all this foam that it came with, and so I don't know, it sounds pretty good. All right, let's do a couple more tests. We'll do a 30 and a 15. Change theme, my eyes hurt. Chill out, my guy. All right, let's change the theme. I know it might be a little too much for y'all, huh? Honey. Let's do honey. Honey looks really hard to look at. All right, we'll do a 15. It's definitely painful to look at. Not sure how you're typing on it and not getting retina burn in. Honey looks really hard to look at. Let's do this one. Alrighty. Well, there you have it, guys. How's the board? What do you guys think? I think, personally, it sounds pretty good. But the whole experience of building it was so terrible. Not a fan of this build at all. Like the actual build process. But the build in front of me, like the noun build, like the construction here it's pretty nice. I like it. I think it sort of just goes to show like, I think what people have always just generally said about like this idea of inks on FR4 and what they sound like. Well, this is what it sounds like, and I don't know, sounds good, I guess. Reward versus risk and journey to get there was heavily outweighed. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Okay, guys. I think it's about time. I think it's time for a little giveaway. All right. So, here's the truth. I have junk, and I usually give away junk. But as I was kind of explaining from a little bit earlier, I can give away this junk, but if you hate the junk, then what I'm really giving you is stickers. And the stickers, you know, it's a sticker giveaway, but if you guys aren't into stickers, then you get junk. So I don't even know what the junk is yet, but you know, I guess I'll just show off the stickers because it's really a sticker giveaway. All right, I have like 3 variations of the same 2 stickers. So I have 6 types of stickers total. I think at some point I will just choose them at random. So let's do winner gets a pair of stickers. Sound is fine, nothing super special. I think that's interesting if you want to try different bottom row layouts, but I think most people know what they want for bottom row, so I'm not sure it's super useful that it's configurable. This is Sinvec, that's 100% true. I thought about that, but what I think was particularly useful was the configurability was really useful for the designer and like the vendor, the producer, just everybody, because basically the QC was less on like, you know, an entire top case construction and the production of, you know, just like different types of top cases that were all like, you know, they're bigger. Whereas he could just produce all the bottoms and then just like, like you can just produce all of these individual press bars top and bottom. So it's more useful for them as producers, I guess. That's what I think it is. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Pair of stickers. I'll just choose any two. We'll do sticker mob about 3 to 4 inch hollow of the Cool S 3D, and then we'll do the handle prism Cool S Alien. So that's what we'll do. I'll find some junk for you guys here. Gotta find some really extra good junk in here. Can't believe I have that. Alright, fuck it. It's gonna be this. I know what I'm gonna give you. Cool S, Best S. Alright. So here are the two stickers up for grabs. Prismatic Cool S 3D with the my handle on it, and then the regular hollow Cool S 3D. We got let's see, I found a, oh shit, you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that firework? We got a Novelty sticker, a KP Republic sticker, a Haichu, and this is like a a Visa adapter. So if you have some kind of what I'm guessing is a screen with holes that look like Visa but are not Visa or Vesa or whatever. Yeah, the fireworks set off a car alarm. Okay, if you have something that has holes that's like that but not exactly, then this will help you adapt it to it. All right. The July 7th junk pack. All right, so if you guys are interested, vote for your favorite map or your favorite number, and I will consider it. I will consider going to the map that has the most votes. Yeah, no, so I'm in a pretty highly populated area, like pretty densely populated. Fireworks, like especially around, obviously especially happen around like New Year's and July 4th, but sometimes just happen other times of the year. And sometimes, yeah, I don't know, yeah, they set off car alarms sometimes if they're like too close or whatever. It's kind of crazy. All right. Twisted toothpick. Let's just let's go and get it. All right, I don't even know. I don't think I even need to do a back call. I mean, it's just, y'all are chilling and we're chilling with this, and you guys get a higher chance of getting these stickers. So, 3-minute timer. Guys, if you're not already following and you like what you're seeing here, drop that follow. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers, hopefully before August. So hit that follow button if you can. Tell your friends. And then hit that play command, !play, if you want this this junk pack. Vesa adapter, 4 stickers, and a Haichu. All right, 45 seconds out, 30 seconds left to join. Smash that follow button, hit that play command. You already know what it is. Welcome, everybody. Mick Fernando, Milk. Welcome. And welcome back. I got some pretty good chances to win this junk pack here. Also, for those of you guys who don't know, this Cool S Alien and the 3D Cool S, these are based off of a couple of the greatest emotes on Twitch, which you can find here if you subscribe to the channel. So if you like what you see, hit that follow button, subscribe if you so please, get access to these the greatest emotes on Twitch, and let's see who gets this dub for the corresponding stickers. Sinvec, big lead here. Also, I still haven't sent out stickers or the other prizes as of yet. I will probably try to get around to doing so, hopefully either by Friday or early next week. That's my hope. Also, another quick thing, I might be back tomorrow, just doing some chores. Kind of want to get in another stream, but I want to be able to stick around with this build for a bit, and I just got a bunch of chores. Oh, Rufio! Oh my goodness, Rufio taking this lead. I got a bunch of chores to do. A bunch of boards that have like singular messed up switches for one reason or another. Oh, it's looking real good for Rufio. My goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Anthixius and Rufio trying to make it to the finisher. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Oh my goodness. Rufio with the win. Let's go. Rufio, do you claim the junk pack? The sticker pack / junk pack? Claim that shit. Alrighty. So if you so please, feel free, join that Discord. Find me on the list, send me a DM, and we'll work it out. Alrighty. Claims the junk pack. Congrats, guys. Alright, let's take a look who last place is. Last place, I forgot to mention this. Last place always gets to choose the raid target, which is Frank. Just the guy. Frank, if you're still out there, you got a raid to direct us to. Who we got on? Oh, Rumi's on. Epsi's on. Epsi, all right. Let's go raid Epsi. All right. Okay, guys. Cool. Sick. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for the follows, everybody who's followed today. Shouts out everybody. Thanks for getting through me molding through this build. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. See you soon. So long keyboards. All right. Peace, guys.